We are joined now by Archbishop Nelson Perez of Philadelphia, who is leading a large contingent of pilgrims from his city to World Youth Day. Looking at social media, your group appears to really be enjoying themselves, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Catherine. It's wonderful to be here with you from Lisbon, Portugal.
Amazing.
The World Youth Day 23. This is amazing.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the Rise Up sessions that you delivered both in English and in Spanish at this World Youth Day. What is a Rise Up session? That's new this year.
Well, they're part of catechesis, right? And each day had a particular focus. One was on social friendship, mercy today. So I gathered with a couple of hundred youth, actually from Spain today. Today I did it in Spanish. And we had a wonderful holy hour, exposition of the Eucharist, opportunity for confession, and finished with a wonderful mass and celebrated by myself and a group of priests, and also the Archbishop of Granada in Spain. So one of the wonderful things of World Youth Day is that it brings all of us from the world, our young people and priests and bishops and religious, all together from the whole world. And it really celebrates the Catholicity, right? The global nature, the universality of the Church.
Absolutely. Well, to that point, you are one of the more than 60 U.S. bishops there in Lisbon. Now, World Youth Day was designed mainly for 16 to 35-year-olds, but has this been an enriching experience for you?
I'm a little older than that.
Just, not by much, but how has this experience been for you and your brother bishops? Have you found it enriching as well? Oh,
yes. We're about 62 bishops from the United States. From Philadelphia, there's 300 pilgrims. From the United States, close to 30,000. And so it's just enriching. It's enlivening of the Church. This is a celebration of Church in all its splendor, in the beauty of the universal Church, gathering together with our Holy Father. It doesn't get any better than this.
And you brought Archbishop Boris Gudziak of the Eparchy of Ukraine in Philadelphia with you. How has having him there created a particular closeness for you to the people of Ukraine?
Well, Archbishop Gudziak and I were both archbishops, metropolitan archbishops in Philadelphia. I of the Latin Rite and he of the Ukrainian Catholic Church. And we're good friends and we're very close. And so there's been a wonderful synergy of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia and the Archeparchy of Philadelphia through both of us. So it's great to have him here with some of his young people and staff and one of his priests at a moment that continues to be for Ukraine a time of great suffering, a time of just a time that's really evil in what's being done to them. The Holy Father actually met with Ukrainian citizens and young people last night, I think about 15 of them. And we have had the chance to have Archbishop Gudziak with us. He was gathered with us at the U.S. gathering. And together, all his people and our people from the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, we gathered together, we prayed together. And together we blessed our pilgrims, and they bless us by their presence and their faith and their great hope. So I'm sure for him it is a time of great consolation for him and the people that he's with to be here in solidarity with him.
The Holy Father's visit will include a trip to Fatima on Saturday. I understand you were there earlier. How has the proximity to the Fatima Marian apparition site really helped to shape this particular World Youth Day?
Well, the Holy Father gave the theme, right? She went in haste, recalling the Blessed Mother's journey to Elizabeth, who goes in haste. And so we came here in haste, in search of the Blessed Mother of Our Lady of Fatima. And Tuesday, our group of pilgrims had the opportunity to visit Fatima and visit the houses of the little shepherd children and walk around. It was very peaceful. It was very joyful. It was just a beautiful time. There was I sense a certain quietness and stillness to being there. It certainly was holy ground.
Absolutely. You know, what is the fruit from global church events like this one, Your Excellency? And do you think it's been eye-opening for your group to be surrounded by and praying alongside the universal Catholic Church?
I think for many of them, this is their first World Youth Day. And they realize that the vastness of the church, right? When we're back in the States or whatever country we're in, we're generally focused on our parish and on our diocese and the issues and the great things and the challenging things of our kind of little world there. And events such as World Youth Day, World Meeting of Families, reminds us with the presence of the Holy Father that we're all over the planet, we're all over the world. And that's the fulfillment of the mandate of Jesus to the apostles on the Mount of Olives. Go to all the nations. And here we are over 2,000 years later, and we see the presence of Christ, the presence of the church in the heart of all the nations. You can't escape that here. You cannot escape that. I walked out of our hotel here early, I think it was yesterday morning or this morning, and a group from South Korea, a couple of hundred of them were right across the street, praying and chanting and listening to God's word.
That is.
You can't escape the universality, all the nations, right? Go
Absolutely.
to all the nations. Well, those apostles, they did.
Absolutely. Well, we are praying for your safe travels back here to the U.S. Thank you so much, Archbishop Perez.